Wood TV8, Mercantile Bank of Michigan, and Jacobs Financial are proud to support the class of 2020.
Hello, my name is Colin Brown. I'm the top scholar at West Ottawa High School in Holland, Michigan. First, I want to thank all the teachers and staff that made the graduation of our high school class possible. Congratulations, seniors. No matter how far away this moment felt 4 years ago, here we are, all graduating from high school in one piece. Considering the work it took, along with the incredible help we have received from our families and teachers and friends alike, I am genuinely proud of what each and every one of you has accomplished. Among us, we have some of the best artists, athletes, engineers, entrepreneurs, social activists, musicians, and more in the state, exemplifying the exceptional qualities of the West Ottawa class of 2020. And hey, if you feel like you've accomplished nothing else, just remember that you graduated from high school earlier in your life than Mr. Taylor did in his. When I found out that I would have to write this speech, my first thought was that the little academic point formula missed a few important metrics. After all, when Mrs. Stoll made a list of everyone in our IB English class with fonts matching each person's personality, I was, unsurprisingly, Times New Roman. I mean, come on. I feel like listening to Times New Roman speak would be worse than sitting through Pride lessons. With any luck, I can graduate to Comic Sans by the end of this. Years from now, we will look back at this time and remember the viral disease that took over our life. A disease we nearly saw coming, but never expected to hit like this. We will all remember our daily battles with the terrible senioritis, the nightly struggles over whether to do homework or just hang out with friends because there was no motivation left to study after it had all been sapped by 3.5 years of essays and math problems, all on top of knowing that we were this close to the proverbial high school finish line. If life was one big fraternity, we can confidently say that we've survived at least part of the initiation. It certainly feels like Times New Roman, though, mentioning the coronavirus at this point, but it's inevitable under these circumstances where I'm speaking at a camera instead of to the classmates with whom I'm celebrating a life milestone. I do want to stress, though, that I am still speaking to all of you, no matter our proximity. You know, senioritis jokes aside, I still found myself missing school soon after we closed. Maybe not the homework and early mornings, but what I missed was the community. I missed seeing strangers and my friends alike every day. I miss seeing my teachers. I miss bustling through the cafeteria to grab food and cracking jokes with friends during lunch. I miss even saying a quick hi to everyone I knew in the hallways, because no matter what else was going on, it made both of us smile, even for just a second. I miss going to track practice and putting in the work to have a successful high school track season. In all, I found what I missed was everything that joined us together, because no matter how much you loved or hated coming to school every day, you were part of one big shared experience, one big community that you were a unique, important, and irreplaceable part of. That is what I missed, and that is the community I'm still speaking to today. But in a time like this, it is more important than ever to remember that our lives extend beyond this pandemic, and that high school graduation is the ultimate embodiment, celebration, and reminder of our brighter futures to come. So what's important to remember as we pursue the futures ahead of us? In short, you can do it. Now that isn't meant to be a strained repetition of some cliche, but rather an emphasis of the fact that you all have the ability to exceed the expectations put on you and experience that brighter future that you yourself may not even think is possible. I realize that now would be an excellent time to tell an inspirational personal story to really illustrate why I believe this, but I will be the first to admit that I don't exactly have the most odds-defying journey. So instead, it only makes sense that I turn to my fellow classmates who have already demonstrated the ability to outplay the hand they were dealt by life. We have seniors among us who overcame serious medical conditions to continue pursuing the activities they love. We have seniors that overcame impoverished or unstable households to earn this diploma. We have seniors that will be the first in their families to attend college. Take a moment and think of someone in your class who has accomplished something that perhaps they didn't think they could even accomplish themselves. Maybe that person is even yourself. Whoever it is, take this moment to not only appreciate them, but to draw a little bit of personal inspiration for yourself. In fact, Benjamin Disraeli once said, "There is no education like adversity." I'm sure there are countless more stories that I have forgotten to mention, but that only magnifies the importance of us realizing that we are a class far more capable than our perceived expectations. Internalize that, and then deploy it when the challenge arises. For one final point I would like to make, bear with me for a moment, but imagine yourself as this piece of paper right here. At this point, you're relatively unblemished, fresh out the high school manufacturing line. You're ready to tackle life, but you've really got one or two strong abilities, which in this case is being written on. There's nothing inherently wrong with this form, though. If you so choose, you can live a perfectly decent life like this. Wake up every morning, flex your one or two capabilities, eventually fulfill your purpose, and then remember it as another piece of paper that dutifully got printed on by a giant Xerox machine and taped up on a high school wall along with countless other flyers that seem to have been there since freshman year. But of course, none of you are everyday pieces of paper. Instead, as you take life head on, you will work your tail off, survive hardships, and grow in unison with others. We've already worked hard to get to this point, so I'll show that by folding the paper. But then perhaps you have a rough first job out of high school, or perhaps your GPA in college plummets as you adjust to the new lifestyle. You suffer a few bumps and bruises. Your family and friends, though, are there to pick you back up and put you back on your way. Soon, you revert to those hard-working habits, dedicating the extra time and effort to study or to learn the ropes of your employer. Know the hardships will be ever present, but at this point, you've cemented within yourself a gritty resiliency and surround yourself with the right colleagues, friends, teachers, and family, a powerful duo that will help you weather any storm. You'll start to see it all coming together. You keep at it, working, enduring, helping. Working, enduring, helping until before you realize it, you are a capable, structurally sound, incredibly versatile piece of paper that you are suddenly more capable than you could have previously conceived of when you were a flat, inconspicuous piece of paper. In fact, you, who started off as a flimsy sheet, can now support weights previously impossible. Running a whole company, supporting a family, directing a nonprofit, educating others, dominating your sport, creating politically acclaimed art. Whatever the peak of your calling is, you are capable of all of it. Perhaps you know someone in your life achieving incredible things, or know of a famous person who has attained great success, and you think that you'll never be able to reach those heights. Well, this piece of paper and I are here to tell you today that you are wrong. Why? Because everybody, including the currently successful, started off as a plain, regular sheet of paper. That's why all of us, no matter our path to this day, are dressed in the same garments, receiving the exact same diploma. We are all the same pieces of paper right now. What matters then is what you do with yours. In the end, what I want all of you to remember as we go our separate ways is that you are capable of far more than you think you are. Don't limit yourself because of conceptions about your abilities or because of life circumstances. Don't limit yourself because your peers stumble. Instead, take them up and take them with you on your upward trajectory. Don't limit yourself because of your background, religion, gender, ethnicity, or beliefs. Don't limit yourself with what you dream for yourself. But put in the work to get there, surround yourself with the right people, always support others, be grateful, and all of you will go on to become the strongest, most intricate, and most beautiful paper structures you can imagine. On a closing note, I want to leave you with this simply yet powerful quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. You must do things you think you cannot do. You must do things you think you cannot do. So one last time, congratulations to all of you, and I can't wait to see what our class is next. Thank you.